The former US envoy Richard Haas will chair a roundtable meeting of the 5 main Stormont parties later today before returning to the United States for the American Thanksgiving holidays. Woodvale, North Belfast. It's 7:30 in the evening and tension is building. Then, within minutes, crowds surged forward, hurling bottles, pushing through barriers. They sang and chanted, their voices punctuated by the smash of glass. As the light began to fade, the police built their ranks and then pushed onto Twaddell Avenue. An officer lay injured on the ground. It's now gone midnight and most of the crowds have left for home. Still, though, some have stayed behind, bricks and bottles still being thrown. Have we seen violent clashes here this evening? Yes, certainly, but nothing in comparison to what we've seen in previous years. This has been a complicated case, at times unclear on the exact dates and locations the alleged assaults were supposed to have taken place. What do you call a man with a spade on his head? I don't know, Sylvia.
Doug.
Doug. I spent 4 days and 3 nights on the streets, and I really wanted to get as much of a sense as possible of what it is to be sleeping rough on the streets of Belfast.
You want to get on money because you're probably on DLA.
So I've just had a girl get very aggressive and was asking me whether I was foreign, and then started trying to kick me in the face.
Gun laws in Northern Ireland are changing to allow young people supervised access to shotguns and air guns from the age of 12.
Our reporter Andy West is at Larne Harbour for us tonight. Andy.
Yes, Tara, the wind and rain absolutely howling around Larne Harbour tonight. It is well beyond gusty. But I've been speaking to P&O. They say they don't expect their services to Scotland actually to be too badly affected tonight. They're keeping an eye on it, but no disruption, no cancellation yet. A very different story in Belfast. Their services at 7:30 this evening and 11:30 tonight, also early tomorrow morning, cancelled to Liverpool. Here we are, the first camera crew to set foot on Skellig Michael since they filmed their scenes for the new Star Wars film. The big question that everyone's asking, and no one will tell us because security has been so tight and no one is actually talking to journalists, is exactly which galaxy far, far away Skellig Michael is supposed to be. Each person with severe learning disabilities has a pot of cash to be spent on their care. Where appropriate, that pot is supposed to be handed to the individual so that they can choose how to spend it. By giving them that choice, you allow them to tend to their needs and grow their care package into something particular to them. The second individual was taken to the Royal Victoria Hospital. Is said to be in a critical condition. We don't know this for sure yet, but we have been told that he was stabbed in the neck. Over the next few days, more than 140,000 people are going to descend on Northern Ireland to watch races like those storm their way around Belfast. Now, Georgios Samras was the hero for millions of his fellow Greeks when he scored the last-minute penalty that sent his country through to the knockout stages of the World Cup. But undoubtedly, the #1 fan of the former Celtic striker lives not in Athens, but in Lurgan, and the appreciation is mutual, as Thomas Kane reports. Good lad. Time now for a look at the weekend weather. Here's Barra Best.